In the training for Intro 1, we include something called affirmative emphasis. Affirmative emphasis is different than a regular statement. A regular statement is when we say something like, I have. If you say I have, it's a regular statement. Affirmative emphasis is when you say I do have. Regular statement is when you say I want to go. Affirmative emphasis is when you say I do want to go. If you say something like, any action, like let's move out to any other action. Any action in English where you say I pay my taxes, I read books, I go out on the weekends. All those are regular statements. Affirmative emphasis is when we want to emphasize that this action does happen, and then we say, I do pay my taxes, I do go out on the weekends, I do read books. In Spanish, when we want to do the affirmative emphasis, we say, tengo una fiesta. I have a party. I do have a party. Sí tengo una fiesta. See, the difference is going to be the sí. Where here I say, tengo, I have a party. I do have a party. Sí tengo. Affirmative emphasis in Spanish is obtained by including sí. I do not have a party. If I were to say the negative, I do not have a party, I would say, no tengo una fiesta. I do have a party. Sí tengo una fiesta. There's a third scenario which would also come in that you do not need to necessarily explain right away, but you need to be aware of, is when you say, do I have a party? Because you say, I have a party. You say, I have a party, tengo una fiesta. I do have a party. And the next one is, do I have a party? In English, we use the auxiliary to do for questions. Right? So then you would just say, tengo una fiesta in question. I have a party, tengo una fiesta. I do have a party. Sí tengo una fiesta. Do I have a party? Tengo una fiesta. Now, commonly when you're going to do these things, you're going to also include the subject pronoun. Yo tengo una fiesta. I do have a party. Yo sí tengo una fiesta. And if you want to say, do I have a party? You would say, tengo yo una fiesta, right? Because the yo is going to come after the conjugated verb. Okay. Now you don't have to go that deep into it. If you watch the video for the video of the first class, it's going to show you how we only cover this emphasis initially with no entiendo, no sé, tengo una pregunta, right? So follow that video, follow that part of useful phrases. That's where it's brought up. Next, we're going to talk about dónde está X versus dónde es Y. ¿Dónde está X versus dónde es Y? You will use dónde está X every time that X is a person, thing, or anything except except. Events or activities. Activities. Anytime you want to say where is an event or an activity, we go to dónde es. So, ¿dónde está el hombre? ¿Dónde está Pedro? ¿Dónde está tu carro? ¿Dónde está el libro? ¿Dónde está tu casa? ¿Dónde está el banco? ¿Dónde está el aeropuerto? ¿Dónde está el baño? ¿Dónde es, dónde es la fiesta? ¿Dónde es la reunión? ¿Dónde es la clase de español? ¿Dónde es la boda? ¿Dónde es el concierto? ¿Dónde es el juego? Anytime we're inquiring for the location of an event or an activity, we say ¿dónde es? Anytime we are inquiring for the location of anybody, because people never become events or activities, or anything except events or activities, we say ¿dónde está? So this one's going to be more common. The difference between an event and activity and anybody and anything else is that an event or an activity happen or take place. Events or activities take place. And the answer for these guys, of course, is going to be la respuesta de ¿dónde está X? Es X está en, and then bla, 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 bla. ¿Dónde es Y? La respuesta es Y es en bla, 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 bla. ¿Ok? Esa es la diferencia entre dónde está algo y dónde es algo. Este segundo caso siempre va a ser un event o una activity. Muy bien, espero que esté claro. Gracias.